Yo, Friday afternoon, we're live. It was raining most of the morning. Now everything's soaking wet outside, so I really don't want to work outside on tractors or anything, even though I have one to work on in the driveway. I want to get going. But anyway, we're this close to 5,000, and it's like every day, for a week or two, I was getting 10, 15 a day. I'm like, yeah. Now it's like one a day, two a day, -2, -1, +1, +2. I'm not going to worry about it. When we hit it, we hit it. If it's this week, who knows? Jason, how you doing? So if we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't. I don't care. Got my clothes in the dryer. Figure it's my Friday off. I have every other Friday off where I work, and it's go to the bank, do the laundry, do this, do that, all the stuff. So everything's done. Waiting for the clothes to dry. Got about an hour to kill. I don't know if any of you guys are into drag racing, but there's a thing here we do. Hey, Cliff. There's a thing we do. Did you send me that stuff, Cliff? The model typing code of that engine so we can look up the starter? There's a thing here in the States called Sick Week, and it's a drag and drive competition where you have to take your car and a trailer or whatever for your supplies or whatever. You can't get any help from anybody. You have to drive to 4 or 5 different tracks for the whole week, and you have to literally drive hundreds and hundreds of miles, get to the track, do your best times, put in your times, and it's pretty cool. So if you guys are into drag racing at all, check out Sick Week. It takes place down in Florida and Georgia in the States this week. Today is the final day of the 5-day week, but it's pretty cool. You got some cool stories about drag racers on the road breaking down on the track, and it's just fun. Good time. How's the weather? Well, it rained last night. Today's Groundhog Day here in the U.S., and the groundhog said no more winter, no more 6 weeks of winter. So I don't know how that's going to be for snowblower sales and all that, but I think we need one good storm just to get rid of some of the equipment we have. But for the most part, I don't know, does he see a shadow, not see a shadow, whatever they call it? Whatever he did, he's saying winter's over or going to be over soon. So we'll see what happens. But at this point, it's been mild. We had really 1 or 2 little storms, and it's going to be 40s. It's to us, that's great for the winter. I mean, 40s, my gosh, that feels like spring. It's been wet, it's been dry. We get a whole week of nothing but dryness, and we get a whole week of nothing but wetness. So at this point, I don't mind having warmer weather because it saves on heating and oil and everything like that. Hey, Randy. So, but, see what happens. Oh, let me throw out the link. We'll see what's going on. Oh, I don't know if anyone's around, but yeah, got the clothes in the dryer. I was watching that Sick Week, the drag racing, and just doing different. I watch. There's 3 or 4 or 5 videos channels I watch every week. A lot of it about machining. Keith Rucker has vintagemachinery.org. He's got his good video that comes out. There's a few that I watch each week, and but now with this Sick Week drag racing going on, I've been following that each day. The cars are going as fast as like a 615 in the quarter at like 230 mile an hour. So pretty cool. And these are cars that are driven on the street 200 to 400 miles a day to get to their destination. So they're literally driven on the street. So it's kind of cool. Sick Week, it's called. Put on by a guy named Tom Bailey. It's kind of cool. If you're into drag racing, look up Sick Week. Some of the videos are pretty cool. Anyway. So what's up with everybody? Dick, how you doing? I was watching your videos, Dick. I didn't comment, but I was watching them. Dick's got some cool videos out there. A couple of new ones out there. Hope all is well with you. How's the grass business, Dick? You doing any cutting or anything, or managing, I should say? You working on equipment, or what do you got going on? Come on up if you got a minute, or you probably at work, so no big deal. But the link is there. Anybody that wants to come up, say hello. So I'll be on for an hour or so. I'm so close to that 5,000. I'm like 4954 or something like that. But it's weird. For the past couple of weeks, been going great, getting 20, 30 subs a day, and then all of a sudden, dead. I don't know. I got to put out some content. I'm doing one today on a Kohler engine that a Bloodbath. How you doing? A friend of mine brought me a John Deere K-Series engine. He said it's smoking. He had a buddy rebuild it. Use the term loosely. And he said, smoking like a chimney. And I said, I know what it is. Not that it was just because it was a Kohler K, my favorite engine, the Kohler K series, but I brought it over and I knew exactly what it was. And I had him back and together and running in an hour. and you'll see it in my video hopefully tonight. I should have it uploaded tonight. But one of the guys commented on my community page. I put, smoking like a freight train. What could it be? And the guy's like, this. And I'm like, all good answers, but not what my video is about. So I hope you guys enjoy it later on. It's why this Kohler case series was smoking like a freight train. I won't give it away, but watch the video. It's not a long video, but it's kind of cool. And it's something that most 4-stroke engines with, say, aftermarket pistons go through. So I'll leave it at that. But in the workshop, that's cool. But I was gonna say, Dick, where you're on the course, right? You're on a golf course. You're doing all their equipment on a course. I'm trying to remember. I know you have your little shed, but I think during the day you're doing course work, and maintaining all that stuff. Makeshift Farm, how you doing? Enjoy your channel. I saw that the other day. But yeah, anybody here who wants to put a link to your channel, feel free. No worries. If you can, you got to be a moderator to do that, and I'm in StreamYard now. So but if anyone wants to put anything down, yeah, I'll still do Saturday Night, Glenn. I just had an hour. I'm drying my laundry. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm home every other Friday at my work. I'm home every other, and I'm just waiting for the laundry to dry. I've been doing, I did my banking. I did all that other stuff today, clean up some stuff. And I still got to go down the shop and clean up a little bit down there. And I got 4 or 5 chainsaws I got to fix and some other stuff. But usually when this Friday comes every other, I try and relax, get a little bit done around the house. And I just did the brake rotors on my truck last Saturday. That was fun. So they're working great. The brakes are working really good. But I'll definitely be on tomorrow. What are we talking about, Phil? And we'll see. Hey, Gear. But it's just, the Friday that I have off every other, it's just one of my just relaxed days for the most part. Fuel lines. Yeah, I noticed a lot of customers bring me the Craftsman Poulon saws where the fuel line just disintegrates, but what I've been doing is a lot of people buy Tygon fuel line. I've been buying the OEM Husqvarna line. It's not that expensive. You can get the kit for like $4 and you get enough to do 2 or 3 saws. It comes with the normal size line, but that real tiny line that Husqvarna likes to use on their Poulon saws. So it's not bad for like $4. It's a pretty good kit. Everybody's saying hello. Dave, how are you, buddy? Hope things are good. Everyone's saying hello, Mr. Woolworth. How you doing? My first job was at a store called Woolworths. I worked in the kitchen. I'd wash dishes back in 1979. Everybody's saying hello, Glenn. How are you? I don't mind doing it. I do it once a week. Like I said, I work. I have to wear slacks and like a polo shirt every day, and come Friday, when the Friday I'm off, it's 5 sets of clothes and boom. Otherwise, it's like this week was 4-day week, basically 4 sets of clothes and underwear and socks and one load and it's done. I have a front loading washer, which I love, a Whirlpool with a cast iron water pump, and I love it. It works great, and it works good. Everybody's saying hello. I know Poulon Pro. It's sort of like an oxymoron, right, Gary? Poulon Pro. It should be Poulon Not Quite Pro. Anyway, I know, but a lot of times people bring them, Gary. They're friends of mine. It's mostly friends that bring them. If someone calls me up and I say, "What happened?" "Oh, I can't start it." I take a quick look. If it's just a fuel line, take the carb apart, take the schmutz out of the filter inside the carb. Usually it's pretty easy. It's not too bad. But rained out today. You're getting that starter today, though, right, Jason? Hopefully that starter will come, and we can get that that tractor going, that cup cadet going. You're saying hello, Dan Solo, 11:55. So you're an hour behind me. Where are you from, Dan? An hour behind me. You're was it Central Time? Is it, or Mid Atlantic Time? Yeah, Friday every other. I get every other Friday off. Yeah, Whirlpool makes it good, but you got to get the kind with the cast iron water pump, not the aluminum one, because the cast irons last a lot longer. There's Pat. How you doing, Pat? Oh, Saskatoon or Saskatchewan, but everyone's like Saskatoon, Canada. So good eye. There you go. Let's see what. Two guitar head minor fix. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't trust test lights. I always use a meter. But did you charge up the battery, Jay? Make sure the battery's fully charged up. Oh, next door to Bruce. Oh, you're next to Alberta over there, BC. Okay, I thought Saskatoon was a different area, a different province. Mark Wiley, how you doing, Mark? Noel, how are you? Yeah, Kohler, love the Kohlers. You got a bunch of them, Noel. You got a bunch. Yeah, anyone check out Noel's channel if you like garden tractors. Got some real nice ones. Talked to Conquer yesterday and the day before. He's doing well. All the Secret Santas, people that wrote in for the Secret Santas, a lot of them are getting delivered. So you'll see videos on that, whether they send them to me to do tomorrow, some of them, if I get videos. Otherwise, if people want to do them on their own channels, that's fine too. A couple of cool gifts that came around to people. So you'll see some of the Secret Santas. Yeah, he's remember, he's been going on a lot of cruises and stuff like that. But hey, like Conquer says, every day is Saturday when you're retired, so you don't have to do anything. But we have a little WhatsApp group, 10 or 12 of us that we pretty much talk every day, and we're kind of tight together. Conquer's one of those people, and we sort of just say good day every day, and we talk to Mick and Tom in Australia and Klaus and Clem and all the guys. So, we keep in touch. We say hello almost daily. Lawnmower lady, everybody, we say hi. There's always a question about a small engine or something for us. So there's always something to talk about. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Yeah, check out Dick's channel too. He's got a couple of videos there lately. So you check out Dick's channel. So everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. John T, how's it going? But I figured I'd kill an hour or so while the laundry is drying. So, but that's what's nice about having the high efficiency front loader. It spins them so fast that the dryer, usually it's like an hour cycle. Literally in 20 minutes, the clothes will be dry, and the dryer has the dry sensor. So even though you put in a 46-minute cycle, when it says it's dry, it's dry. So. Cool. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Oop. So, yeah, I was talking to, who did I talk to? I talked to Hank today. I talked to Pete Froud. I talked to Luke today. We talked to Klaus, Hobby Motor. It's a weird winter. And like I said, Groundhog Day today in the States said winter's going to be over soon. It's not going to be the extended 6 weeks of winter when the groundhog, I forget, does he see his shadow? Not see his shadow? I forget. But there's one in Pennsylvania called Punxsutawney Phil, and that groundhog is usually the gauge for the United States of whether winter's going to continue or be over soon. He's saying it's going to be over soon. So I want at least one good storm. We need a good storm. Winter started December 21st. So really it's only a month and a half old. It has been winter. Winter's a 3-month season. So for us, it's not even halfway through yet, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. We've had snow in March, snow in April. You never know. So, but yeah, tonight's video, those that watch my channel, about a Kohler K, what is it? It was a 12 horse, so a K301 out of a John Deere 212, smoking badly after a rebuild. My friend brought it to me. It was a while ago he brought it to me, but I never really did a video on it. But I've got, every time I rebuild a K series, I love the K series. If the rod and piston are in good shape, I'll hang them by my rafters, and you'll see that in the video. I probably got 20 or 30 of them hanging. As long as they're not destroyed, you can actually reuse rods and pistons as long as they're not all scraped up and all that. And I've had, luck with a lot of my customers. Oh, Ken, I threw a rod. You got a rod? Yeah, I'll grab a used one. And as long as it measures up okay and their crank pin is good, what the hell? No big deal. Yeah, right around Easter. It's funny, you talk about Easter. I think it was either 1968 or 69. I was a young lad, and we had Easter dinner away right across from where I work at Sikorsky. There was a place called the Mermaid Tavern. It was a big restaurant up on the hill. And we had Easter dinner there. I think it was 1969. My father had a 64 Chevy. And they were threatening a snowstorm that day, Easter snowstorm. So my father's like, no, we're going to have a nice dinner. And it was the first time at that point, I was 6 or 7 years old. And first time I tried New England clam chowder, with the milk in it, with the white clam chowder. And I've been hooked ever since. But anyway, we're sitting there in the restaurant. Now, my father, it was Easter. So my father always had retread snow tires, okay, meaning they cap them with a retread machine, and with the snow tread, and then in the springtime you take them off. Well, it had been fairly warm that year, and my father, the week prior, because Easter had come late this year, I think it was almost April, and he took them off and put the regular bias ply, didn't have radials, a bias ply, put them on the 64 Chevy. It was two-door Impala, nice car. So we're at the Mermaid Tavern, we're having our lunch, and snow starts coming, a little bit of snow. My mom's like, yeah, maybe we should go. And I thought, nah, we're good. We're good. Well, anyway, by the time dinner got over, an hour or two later, there's 4 inches of snow on the ground. Okay. Now, my father, we get outside and he's like, holy crap. All right. Because in the winter, my father would have the retread snow tires on. He'd have some weight in the back of the trunk, you sandbag, spare tire, whatever. He always had weight because he had huge trunks back then. And we never had to worry about it. I mean, years ago, we didn't have front wheel drive, four wheel drive, all that. We had one wheel drive, non-posi traction sedans or coupes. And we drove in the winter. We drove in whatever. We never worried about it like today. Anyway, we get out there and literally the entrance to the parkway to get home was literally right there. The entrance to the restaurant was the same entrance to get onto the highway. So my father says, as long as we can get onto the highway, they always kept the highway plowed, we're good, because our house was literally right next to the highway. So it wasn't a hard drive, but it took everything to get that car from the parking lot down the hill and onto the highway. I mean, it literally took us a while to get there because they hadn't plowed, and there were so many cars in the parking lot at the restaurant. It was Easter, so they couldn't get a truck in to plow the parking lot. So the snow just piled up. So no one, there was snow. Oh, it was crazy, but it was fun. We had a good time. We had a real good time. Snowing now till Tuesday. Where are you, Noel, though? Where are you located? I'm trying to remember. But anyway, it was a harrowing drive home. And then literally a day or two later, it was all gone. It warmed up and everything was gone. But it was Easter. I think it was 68 or 69. I got to look up, see when we had that blizzard. But it was like a blizzard of that day. It was kind of cool. But it was Easter. And my introduction to New England clam chowder, I'll never forget that. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Where are you? Wisconsin, Noel? Or are you Minnesota? I'm trying to think where you are. You're Midwest, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I've got that Cub Cadet in the driveway. It's a 1250 that one of my customers bought off a friend of mine who sells a lot of Cub Cadet parts and tractors and things like that. He bought it like 4 or 5 years ago. It was in beautiful shape, real nice shape. Anyway, he kept it in a cinder block type garage down in Greenwich, Connecticut, and was using it to plow sidewalks, and they had plow on it. The cinder blocks, I guess, attract moisture, concrete, cement, whatever. And now it's starting to have some surface rust. And I'm like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. Well, he wants to sell it. So I'm thinking about buying it from him and converting it to a twin stick hydrostatic tractor. I would have to just buy a ported hydro pump, the Sunstrand hydro pump that's got the ports on it. I do have one of those tractors in the backyard, a 1650. That was 16 horsepower hydrostatic with the dual levers, dual hydraulics. But I do have a full dash pedestal with the dual valve and everything. All I would have to supply is a ported pump and the lines and the fittings. And I'll have another one. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, got to get that running, though, because I bought a new battery for it over the summer and all that stuff. In fact, someone who went on my channel today and looked at one of my videos, Top Don, one of the battery testers. I've done a few of the battery testers. And he said he bought one, my recommendation, I guess, on the video, say, hey, for the money. And he said, it said, replace battery. Then he goes to the parts store and they test it and, oh, it's good. Well, you know what? You get what you pay for. I'm not saying, hey, someone sends me a tester for free. I'm going to test it. I had it on brand new battery. Had on a dead battery, and it seemed to work okay. And I even compared their old model and their new model, and everything seemed okay. But nothing beats a carbon pile tester for a battery, where it actually shorts out carbon pile, and you see the CCA and all that. And that is the best way. But hey, these little electronic testers, you're on the road, you're going to a customer's place, and you're trying to troubleshoot his tractor, and hey, it'll tell you a few things, and hopefully it'll help you out. But I got a few of them for free. They send them to me every few months and say test them out. Okay, I'll test them out. But it's nice that I have 3 or 4 of them now, and I can test old versions versus new versions. And there were variations. An old version may say so many volts replace, another version may say so many volts don't replace. So, you wonder what's the software doing, and is it really good or bad. Motor Coach, how you doing? But like I said, we're here. It's Friday. I'm off. I'm drying laundry, so I figured I'd take a break. Anyone who's not subscribed, please do. I'm trying to get that 5,000 mark. I'm about 4950 something, I believe. So love to have it by the time we do live tomorrow, the weekly live stream. And but we'll see. Like I said, 5,000 is a milestone, just like 1,000 was. But we'll see what happens. And any of the guys out there that participated in the Secret Santa, you got a choice of either sending me a video and I'll put it on my stream tomorrow, or you could do it on your own channel to see what you got. The rules were it was a $25 Secret Santa, small engine related. I drew a bunch of names and sent off all the emails to everybody, and they were giving gifts to the people that they got. And the goal of it was to say, hey, look at what I got. So see what happens. Uh-oh, Mr. Andrews, what's going on? Inventory. Yeah, that time of year. Oh, Prince Edward, Canada. Okay. Prince Edward Island. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds Canadian. Oh, let's see. Mr. Keller, what's going on? Oop. Yeah, it's Friday. That's for sure. Did you ever get that job, Scott? What's going on? Did you? I know you had applied for that job, and you never said, or I didn't hear if you got it or not. So, East Coast. Okay. So you're a like Buffalo area, that area of like Buffalo, New York, above there type of Canada. Because I know what's his name, Wayne Eliminated Performance. They're in Port Coburn, where that's like around the Buffalo, Niagara Falls area. Port Coburn, they're up that way. And Chubby Butcher, he's up that way. Another good channel. If you like burgers and good food, Chubby Butcher, another good channel. But I just figured I would kill an hour or so while the laundry's drying, and see who's out there, and go from there. Definitely going to have a stream tomorrow. It'll be 2:00 Eastern time as normal. I've got to do some more editing today and some videos, and get some more stuff out there. I haven't done too much, but I know everyone enjoys anything related to the Kohler K series. So I have all the footage. That engine I did, the Smoking K series, all the footage I had rebuilding it, I have, but I was talking with my buddies on the WhatsApp while I was filming it. So now I have to overdub the voice because you don't want to hear our conversations, because a lot of it, who cares? So that's the reason it's been delayed. Everyone's like, oh, Kenny, what happened to the engine? Well, the engine actually is together running in the Economy Power King tractor. It's actually running. So, see what happens. Oh, what's Mike doing? Hello, who's this Kenny? There's a lot of Kennys out there, actually. There's a guy I subscribe to, Wrenching with Kenny, and I think he's in Pennsylvania. Wrenching with Kenny, that's a good channel. There's a lot of Kennys out there. But anyway, Friday, it's wet. It's not raining now, but I do a lot of work outside, and it's miserable wet, meaning it probably won't be dry until tonight or tomorrow. So working in the damp wet out there. Yeah, I do it. I'll do it if I have to. But like I said, Friday, clean up a little around here, get some laundry done, get some banking done, pay some bills. So that was my day so far. So we'll see. The weekend's supposed to be nice here. It's supposed to be 40s, which isn't bad. And the groundhog in the U.S. said we're not going to get extended winter this year. So we'll see if that's true. I still want a good storm or two. I've got some equipment to sell, and I just enjoy seeing some snow. So who doesn't enjoy snow in New England, right? So we'll see what happens. But anyway, all right. Yeah, one of the guys who's a member of this of my channel, I think John Glenn, he had emailed me and wanted to ask a question to James Condon about generators, and Gary as well, whatever. When I do that live with Gary, with James, we talk about generators. I won't hand out their information. Some people will email say, Kenny, give me their email. No, I don't do that. I respect their privacy. If anyone ever watches the videos that we do live with James or with Gary, like I said, we got to respect their privacy. Put it in the chat or put it in the comments what the question is. Every time there's a question asked, I get a note. I will forward it to James and Gary, and they always answer them. So if you have a generator question and you want to have them answer it, go to one of the videos where James and Gary and I are talking. Ask the question in the comments. If they don't see it, I'll make sure I always send them the question and I always post their answer. So no fear of not getting answered. And like I said, I will not hand out personal information and emails and phone numbers. I won't do that. So all right. Well, Gary's got his email on his channel if you want to talk to Gary. Yep. This guy though was a big Condon fan. So he actually wanted his information. And I was like, no, out of respect for James, no, I'll ask the question. We'll forward it to you guys and you guys can answer. No big deal. No big deal. Margaret Lang, hello. How are you? Where's Francis, Margaret? Where's Francis? Anyhow, 20th day without sun. I thought the sun's supposed to come out, Pat. Yeah, it definitely isn't sunny right now. Yeah, it's been gray and cloudy. But I think yesterday afternoon for about 5 minutes, I think I saw a glimmer of sun, but very, very cloudy lately. Very, very cloudy. Keep going east from Port Coburn. Okay, so you're closer to, what is that? The inlet waterway. What's that called over there? My buddy used to go canoeing up there toward Maine, that part of Canada, toward the other side. Is that New Brunswick? I'm trying to think what that's called up there. The St. Lawrence Seaway, maybe? There's a waterway or something. He used to do canoeing up there. Anyhow. I know. But you know what it is, Bill? It sucks because, I don't watch it like every 5 minutes or whatever. I know Brucey, same thing, Bruce's channel, our friend Bruce, go on his if you're not subscribed. He's trying to get 45,000 and he's I think he's closer than me. So I know, Bruce, if you're listening, we're trying to get you to the 45,000. And, we try and do it for each week's live stream. If we have a milestone, people that haven't seen us before, they'll come on and, hey, my videos right now, only 17% of people that watch my video are subscribed, which is kind of weird. I know I try and help people with the videos. And if I do, that's great. If not, hey, we try and do whatever we can. Yeah. The thumbs up help with the channel itself. Like I said, people are like, oh, you're making all this money on YouTube. No, you make some money on the YouTube. But then again, guys, I bought a camera. I bought editing software. I bought this. I bought that. I spend the hours. It's really a losing situation when you look at what you make versus what you get as far as payment. But the payment depends on the views. I mean, if people are watching it, the views are what sells. And especially if you spend, 10 seconds watching an ad or something. So, we appreciate it. Like I said, anytime there's any money to be made on the YouTube, I reinvest it in the channel anyway. I just bought a camera, a Vivitar 4K with the screen that flips so you can see it. I just have to get a microphone. Mix Mowers said he's going to send me his old Rode camera. Rode microphone that he doesn't use anymore. So that'll be cool if I get that, because Rode makes a really nice microphone. So the thing is, when you buy a camera, you got to make sure you have good audio, because people complain a lot in my videos. If I'm out in the driveway and I'm 5 feet away from the camera, sometimes you can't hear me. So it's all about equipment. You got to have good equipment. And look at someone like Stella or Tom with small engine repair. Their videos lately, and especially Stella, she's always been like that. She's in the production of like Broadway shows and off-Broadway shows, things like that. But she's really into the editing and the audio, not just the video, but the audio too. Good audio in a video will keep you guys coming back, because I know when I'm watching a video, all of a sudden the guys start, and then you can't hear them. It really gets you. You hit closed captioning, then the closed captioning shuts off because the sound is so low. So I'm trying to get the videos better. I'm not the best editor. I suck at editing, to be honest with you, but I'm trying. I'm trying. We try and do the best we can as videographers, if you will. But, it takes time. Editing, I've got 5 different softwares I've been using, depending on whether I use the Vivitar camera or my phone. But the audio is the big thing. You want to have a good, crisp, clear picture, but the audio is what makes sense. Look at someone like Condon when James does his videos. Oh my God, the audio is perfect. Granted, he's doing it in a nice closed atmosphere in the garage and all that, where a lot of mine's outside. You get street noise and stuff like that. But the one I'm doing today on the oiling and the smoking, if you will, is going to be done, or it was done downstairs in the shop. So hopefully it'll have some good audio. Texas 70, 65. Yeah, I still want some snow. It's winter. We need snow. It's New England. We need snow. What's this? End up putting a new camshaft into that. What happened? Was it the ACR, the compression release was bad, or did the cam spin? What was the issue that you had with that? Mark is saying hello to everybody. Oh, there's Francis. There you go. Everybody's saying hi. I'm a little behind in the comments. Hold on. Hey, I tell you, Bill, I went back to college at 45 when I started my current job. I've been there 15 years now. I started back again. I had an associate degree in mechanical engineering. I went back to college at 45, spent 5 years getting a bachelor's degree in management, then another 2 years getting an MBA. So yeah, you can never learn enough, to be honest. I love learning. Taylor, how you doing? Backwoods. Nice to see you or hear you. Let me see. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Dink, 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 dink. Comments are flying. What do we got? 29 in the house. Oh, that's cool. Hit the like if you haven't already. Did it to Charles, Charlottetown. Charlottetown? Is that like Charlotte, North Carolina? When you say Charlottetown, because I used to work there. I actually would fly there weekly for a while. My last company, or 2 companies ago, actually. Where are we? What do you say? I'm on a hiring list. Okay, cool. That sounds good. You get a lot of snow up there, Scott? I know Buffalo got hit really bad. Was it 2 weeks ago? They had like 6 feet of snow. Crazy up north. What do you say? ACR. Bent stacking. Okay. Yep. That happens. How much does a degree? Well, I'll be honest, William. The company I work for, well, I did work for, now this new one, they paid the majority of it. I paid about, let's see, on my bachelor's, I probably paid $5,000 out of my pocket. They probably paid $100,000 out of their pocket over 5 years. Depends. I went to school. I didn't do online. I actually went to the classes. I enjoyed being there and interacting. And the funny story, I'm in a class one day. Now, remember, I'm 45, close to 50 years old, taking classes with kids that are, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm sitting there one day and I'm in class, and this was I think it was an economics class or some kind of class. Anyway, so the lady hands out cue cards. She says, "Oh, write who you are, where you're from, yada, yada, yada." So she says, "Okay, now take the card and hand it to the person next to you." Well, the person next to me, this girl, Shannon, she was my softball shortstop on my daughter's softball team, like 4 years earlier. So we hand over a card and she's like, "Mr. Wyman?" I'm like, "Shannon." It was just hilarious. It's like, you graduated with my daughter. The funny thing about going to college later in life is that a lot of the professors were younger than me. Okay. So you'd be sitting there in a class talking about something that happened, say, 20 years earlier. Okay. And the teacher would be like, "Yeah, you kids weren't born yet, but you'd know." And she'd point to me. And it was just hilarious. And then one time she was talking about something. I go, "Yeah, I know you weren't born yet," to the teacher, because the teacher was like 30 and I was like close to 50. You know what I mean? So it was just funny being there with kids my daughter's age. And it's funny, my daughter still talks to that girl. And once in a while, she'll actually meet up, say hi to her, whatever. And she's, "Oh, how's your dad doing? He's so cool." And my daughter's like, "My dad? Cool? Really? What?" So just, the impression I made, I guess the kids liked me. So that was fun. We had a good time. I made a lot of cool friends out there my kids' age, but it was fun. The only problem was I was so serious about it. I had to get straight A's because work was paying for it. So I made sure I got all straight A's. And the kids knew I was a hard worker and I had to get the best grades. So I did most of the work when we were in groups and stuff like that. So they were like, "I want Mr. Wyman in my group. I want Ken in my group." Yeah, because I did most of the work. But anyway, it was fun. I enjoyed it. And even my graduate, when I did my MBA, it was a group of us. There was like 16 of us, an actual group, and we were all in the way it was a cohort program for the MBA, and the way it worked is you had to be in business or be working at least 7 years just to get into the program. So it wasn't a lot of kids. It was people who had been successful and at least working 7 years. So the median age of people in my graduate class was like 35, 36. There was a couple people older than me, like in their late 50s or whatever. I was 50 at the time. And but we had a good time. We went to Washington, D.C. We met with Congress and our congressional leaders in our state and stuff. We had a good time. It was good getting the MBA. I learned a lot. You know, I went to college originally in the early 80s, and you know, a lot of things changed, you know, 35 years later. You know what I mean? So it was fun. I learned a lot. I'm glad I did it. And by doing it, I told my kids, look, you're never too young to learn. Always go for the higher education if you can. But I'll be honest, guys. Today, if I had to do it all over again, I'd have a trade. I would literally electrician, plumber, carpenter, whatever. You don't find them anymore. Nobody's in the trades anymore. They're not training people. In 20 years, who are you going to call when you have a leaking toilet? I don't know. There's not a lot of people training anymore. There really isn't. So anyway, I am way behind the comments, guys. So bear with me. I've been blabbing. So let me just keep cruising. Green grass. Holy cow. Everybody is saying hello. Information for free. Yeah, you know. Oh, yeah, give him information for free. I had a customer of mine 3 weeks ago. I stopped by his house. Snowblower wasn't working. Okay. Now, I didn't want to load it up in my truck. I mean, I had a ton of work at home. Wasn't had time for it. All right. So anyway, I said to him, he said, won't start. So I primed the crap out of it like 30 times. I get it started, but it only runs on choke. So I know the carb's dirty. It's dirty. I said, look, I don't have time to do it right now. Here's the thing. Get yourself some Seafoam. I told him Seafoam because Pate swears by it. A lot of people swear by it. And I said, okay. And it's worked for me before. So I said, get a bottle of Seafoam, load it up with Seafoam. You know, third of a tank, just load it up with Seafoam. Well, he did that. I said, run it for a half hour. Just run it. He ran it. I said, when you're done, after about a half hour, take the choke off and see if it stays running without choke off. It did. So I called him up the next day. How'd you make it? Oh, Kenny, works great. Da, 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 da. Now you think the guy would stop by, because he's a mile away from me, 2 miles away. Stop by, give me a Dunkin' Donuts card, $10, buy yourself coffee, whatever. Nothing. He's like, oh, thanks. It's like, wait a minute. I just lost out on a $50 carb cleaning and drove to your house and da. You think, so you know what? The next time this guy has a problem, yeah, okie dokie. Yeah. So anyway, because if someone helps me out, I always reciprocate, whether it be a gift card or something. You help me out, I'm going to help you out in some way. You know, I like bartering, to be honest. I do something for someone does something for me. Bartering is great. I love bartering. But for what I did for this guy, I sent him a picture of the Seafoam, where to get it, and all this. I saved him a service call. And not all he said, oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks? Okay. We remember these things, you know? We remember. Anyway, did they ask you to be in a football team? I did. I played street football when we were kids. We actually played street ball. And, in high school, I did some tennis. I did some track. But I wasn't a big kid in high school. That was more after college. I got, to be the size I am now. I was really a skinny thing when I was in high school, to be honest. But I love football. Hey, Super Bowl Sunday. Where's Brucey? If you're watching, Bruce, you and I and your wife, we're going to be watching the Super Bowl together, like we did last year. We watched the Canadian Championship and we watched the Super Bowl together. Me with Bruce and his wife. We had a great time. Great time. Let's see who else we got here. Gary Todd. Wife is the instructor. That would be interesting. My wife has a degree in, I think it's legal secretary or something like that. I think it's legal secretary. She went to a local college. Oh, let's see. Did a smart guy talk? No, not really smart guy talk, but I love learning. And that's why I do the YouTube too. I mean, the small engine, to me, small engine is therapy. How many people especially in this area, a bunch of rich people, whatever. Oh, my therapist said this. No, my therapist is a 9/16 wrench. Go out and fix something. That's my therapy. okay, or a chainsaw or a snowblower. That's my therapy. You get something in, you got to figure out what's wrong with it. And especially if you haven't worked on it before, we're so blessed now with having the internet. I mean, years ago, and people that are my age or whatever, we had a library, okay? You didn't have internet. If you wanted to fix something, you go to the library, you get the Chilton book or the Haynes manual, and you tried to figure it out, or you went to the local shop and you talked to the guy. But now with the internet, oh my God, I always look for the challenge. Someone brings me something, the first thing I do, what's the model number? Let me look it up. Have I worked on it before? Because I keep records. And if I haven't, and it's a problem where, oh, I brought the three guys and they can't figure it out. That's the challenge. I love that. That's why I love coming home to some kind of, project downstairs on the shop and, hey, what can I fix today? It's the challenge. You got to keep the brain going. You got to keep it going. What we got here? Yeah, at our company, my last company, we got bought out, but my last company, they would pay in advance. You didn't have to pay anything, and they would do it up to a certain amount, of course. The company that owns us now, you have to pay, and you'll get paid literally, I think, within 60 days after the course is completed and you have successful grades and all that. But yeah, I've seen people. Well, with us, Mike, I know if you quit the company within a year of getting a degree or doing classes, you have to pay back the money because they don't want people to go to school and leave. That's the stipulation at my company is you can't leave for at least 1 year after completing coursework or a degree. That's how it works in my place. I tell you though, Bloodbath, what do you specialize in? Because when you say car mechanic, I know so many car mechanics now that have the specialty. One guy, all he does at a dealership, creaks and rattles. That's it. New cars, old cars, creaks and rattles. That's all he does. Another guy, electrical. That's what he specializes. Another guy, front suspension. Another guy, electrical. It's all these specialties. And years ago, you'd walk into the shop, even if it was private shop, you'd see the ASE certifications on the wall, like Joe certified in this and Bob certified in this. So you want to make sure you got the right mechanic for the job. It's not like 40, 50 years ago where you did everything. Now you got CAN bus systems for the electrics. Guy specializes in that. Another guy suspension, another guy interiors. It's all specialized now. Oh, okay. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Okay, cool. Didn't know that. When I hear Charlotte, I think of North Carolina. Ruined a car with Seafoam. What do you mean? How'd you do that? Oop. Put too much in, flooded it out, washed down the cylinders. What'd you do? What do we got here? If you're good at what you do. Yeah, I agree. But you know what, Gary? This guy has been my customer for 5 to 7 years. And every time I do something for him, I charge him a fair rate and he always pays me, never an issue. But this time here, I'm not the type to go like this. Okay, here, I just helped you. I'm not going to hold my hand out. To me, someone helps you, you reciprocate. We'll see what happens. We'll see the next time he calls me. Now, I could be a jerk and say, okay, the next time, instead of charging him $40 for the job, I'll charge them 60 and make the $20 up there. So, you know what I mean? I don't want to be a dick like that. But, you get paid. Gary, you know as well as I do, you're going to get paid regardless. But could I be a dick and say, you know what? You screwed me last time. Screw you. Go somewhere else. I don't know. That's up to me, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, I got a couple customers. Oh, I'm an old person. Okay, then why are you operating power equipment? Do jack of all? Absolutely. Niners fan. Yeah, it's gonna be. I wanted it to be the Lions. I really wanted the Lions and KC. I really wanted that. But hey, what are you gonna do? See what happens. DNR, how you doing, Dave? Hope you are well. Let me see. I'm way behind on the comments here. Dink, dink, dink. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah, yeah. But like I said, Gary, for you, it's a business too. I mean, you do the taxes and the quarterlies and all that stuff. So with me, it's coffee money. You know what I mean? So it's not like I charge a lot less and I don't have overhead and all that stuff. And it just it helps pay for kids' school and things like that. And when I retire, I'll make it legit. I'll do an LLC and make it legit. But now it's just, hey, when I need some money and friends, it's mostly friends and family, to be honest with you. I'd say half of my customers are friends and family, to be honest, Oh, Push the Jags. Oh, no Henry today. I talked to Henry earlier. Um, I don't know. I mean, Henry's retired now, so every day is Saturday. They say when you're retired, that's what Conquer says. And now that Hank, his old man passed away, Friday was usually his day with his father. So I don't know if that's something where I don't know what he does now on Fridays, and maybe he's remembering his dad or something. But I respect that. Whatever he does, he does. That's all. 500 sub count. Not yet. Not yet, Robert. We're going for 5,000. We're going. Hopefully we'll get there. Not yet. But I mean, look, what is it at now? Not that I'm curious. Let me see. Where are we at? We are at hit home. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. All right. We are at four. See, it just went down one. 4,957. It was 4,958. I hit refresh, went to 57. So it'll drive you nuts. If you guys are close to a certain number on your subs, don't look at it all the time. It'll freak you out, But Bruce's shop, our good friend Bruce, he's trying to get to 45. Those that aren't subscribed, please subscribe to Brucey. We got to get him to 45,000. What do we got here? Yeah, I mean, I know you got a full-time job too and all that, just like me. I mean, I work, 40, 50 hours a week, and then this is my little side gig. But it helped, I think, not just financially, because, yeah, it's nice to have coffee money, but mentally, what I do for a living, those that don't know, machine tools and tooling and things like that. I'm a foreman manager, and my guys fix stuff, and I'm in charge of all that. So that's what I do. And I just problem solving. I love problem solving, and to come home and solve problems, it just keeps that brain going. You gotta keep the brain going. Too many people, with the Alzheimer's and things like that, and it scares the hell out of me. I want to have the brain power. My good friend Myron, 94 in April of this year, who taught me a lot about small engines. He's been doing small engines since the 40s. He was born in 1930. And he's still kicking. He's still doing small engine work, and he's a testament to keep busy, and you'll last a long time. He's going to be 94, and he still fixes chainsaws and mowers and tractors and all that stuff. So he's sort of a role model for me after my dad died, and he's literally around the same age my dad would have been, but he's still kicking. He's still fixing stuff. So everyone's out mowing the grass. Holy crap. Yeah, no problem, Dave. IT. Oh yeah, I just, like I said, anything you could wrench and you could just keep your brain going. You got to do it. Yeah, definitely mellow. I'm just, like I said, the groundhog said winter's almost over, and I want another good storm. Just one good storm. Give me 10 inches of snow. Just a good storm. 94. My gosh, too hot. I'm not a heat person. I got central air in the house, but I'm not really a heat person, to be honest. To me, it's easier to keep warm than it is to keep cool. Easier just to put on a blanket or put on a sweater or something than to, if you're sweating, what do you do? If the air is bad or not running right or whatever. Plus the cost now lately, running central air in a house, not cheap. So anyway, 48 minutes. I'll stay on for another 10, 12 minutes. We'll stay on for about an hour. We'll see who's around. I'll throw the link back out there if anyone wants to come up. No one wants snow. I want snow, Scott. I love snow. I absolutely love snow. I'll actually take a day off, a vacation day, to play in the snow. That's how much I like snow. Yeah, got to keep the bad customers at bay. Most of my customers are good, but I got a couple that are pains in the butt that call you up. They call you up like they own you. They call you up like you're their best friend or you're a relative or something. Yeah, I can't remember me. I'm like, no. Well, I do usually, but no. They want favors. That's usually, like I said, the couple videos ago, the day of the storm, neighbor comes by, literally the day of the storm, and I'm like, really? So we'll see. He loves snow. Yeah, loves a Roadrunner. How you doing? Shoveling, I don't mind doing the sidewalks and stuff, but when it comes to the big stuff in the driveway, I have like walls on the side of my driveway, so the snow sort of blows in, and I'll get like 6, 8 foot drifts against the garage door. That's not fun. That's when I enjoy taking my errands and blowing it 30 feet away. So, I never had a snowblower until probably maybe 10 years ago. My parents, they never had any power equipment. We had a little 3 horsepower Briggs push mower for a half acre. We did that. I don't even think my father ever sharpened the blade. Groton. Oh yeah, the sub base. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, Groton, Connecticut. That's about an hour, a little over an hour north of me, or north along the coast. I'm in the southwest corner of Connecticut, next to Bridgeport. Groton's up by New London, along the east coast, east side of Connecticut. Uh-oh. Who do we got in the basement? Mr. Briggs. Ho! Where are you off to, Scott?
I'm just yard jockeying.
Is that the new truck? What is that?
Doing yard jock. Yeah, it's a new truck.
Yeah. You still hauling candy, or what are you doing?
This is mail.
Oh, okay.
And why in the hell, if you want snow, take a road trip to Buffalo with your snow blowers and sell them all.
God, I tell you. Well, it was 2 weeks ago. They got 7 feet. It was crazy.
That's good.
Yeah.
I got grass here.
How far is Buffalo from you?
163 miles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably about 4.5 hours from me. 5 hours from me.
Yeah. I'm taking my snowblowers up there and selling them. I don't need them. Haven't had enough. I have not had more 10 inches in 5 years.
Yeah.
We got a groundhog that's eating on the side of this building.
Oh, yeah. Now, what is it? Seeing the shadow or not seeing? It says no winter.
I don't know.
Because I know whatever it was, they said winter is going to be over soon. So we'll see.
It is. We got green grass. We got just snow flurries from now all through February until the first week of March.
Yeah, it's funny. We usually see the crocuses, the purple flowers growing up through the snow.
Yeah, I got crocuses starting in my yard already.
Yeah, Bill, I got one of those too. The little toros. It's like it's about 12 inches wide. Great for sidewalks and decks. Oh man. So what?
I mean, that 12.
What'd you say about the job, Scott? You're on a waiting list. Is that what it is?
Yeah. You got. They gave the test, and you got to wait till someone retires.
Ah. Okay. Now, that was what? Post office? What was that?
No, that's for courtroom.
Oh,
guard.
That's right. Yeah, guard. That's right. You already did post office. That was a former career, right? The post office.
Oh yeah, I might go back.
Yeah. Yeah, we just had a friend retire 47 years post office.
Yeah. See, this is what I got. Nothing but grass.
Yeah. What's the temperature like up there?
Don't know. Let's look on the old Richter scale here. 41.
Oh, okay. What is it here? We got, let's see, in Connecticut, we're at 43, cloudy. Yeah.
This truck's a virgin.
Oh, wow. 42,000. Oh, yeah, that's nothing. What year?
Yeah, but it's a 2024.
Oh, wow. That's yours or company's?
No, it's mine.
Is it?
Yep. If I get our job, I'll sell it or keep it for a camper. Put a camper on the back.
What are you doing with that though? Like just work for hire, or what is it? What are you doing?
Lease operator.
Oh, okay. No, I'm saying you got constant contracts now, or you work like week to
week?
week?
I haul for U.S. mail.
Yeah. Okay. No more candy though. The candy route or whatever it was, the chocolate.
I do that part time.
Yeah. Oh man. How's it been business wise with trucking up there? You guys still busy?
Oh yeah. Now I'm just sitting at dock getting truck trailers loaded for Monday.
You still doing like double trailers up there, the tandems or what?
No.
No. Yeah. See again. What is that? What model Freightliner? What do they call that?
Cascadia.
What's the engine in that thing?
DD15.
Yeah. Now what's that? 16 speed? What do they call that?
Automatic.
Ooh, I thought you didn't like automatics.
I don't, but it was only 52,000 for the truck.
Oh well. Close to 50. Yeah, 43. We're actually where are we? 43. They said that's it. It's gonna be just 40s for the next 3-4 days. But like someone was like Pat was saying, no sun. It's like gray, no sun at all. Just gray weather. Oh, Dirt Rider. What the hell's he doing there? Holy shit! I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?
All right, how you doing, Kenny?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I guess you're up here because the guy in the corner, right? The other guy.
Nah.
What's it like down your way? Must be warm, huh?
A lot of the snow melted here in Northeast Indiana. It did, but it's cold still. But
yeah, you expected more snow this year or no?
No, the way it sounds, it's going to be like up in the 40s.
Yeah. Now, do you guys get any of the lake effects, or are you still too below that?
Well, we get some of that lake effect. Yeah.
Yeah. How's the shop? You got the big, huge shop that's bigger than my house. Yeah.
It's bigger than my house too. I'm not joking. It is.
I wish I had the property to put something like that on. That's the biggest thing around here. You can't get any land.
Well, Ken, you hire there. I'm sure there's paid arsonists that would take care of your neighbors for you. So you could buy the land and build a new house, build a new shop.
But honestly, Scott, even where we are like 0.29 acre, a little over quarter acre, they're going to ask $500,000-$600,000 for that.
Picking on me.
So,
that's the only problem. I don't, boy. When you retire, you need to get out of there.
Yeah, we'll see. It all depends on my daughter. If my daughter eventually has a baby, a granddaughter, a grandson, then I'll probably stay working where I am just because of insurance.
Well, I mean, think about it. You think about it. If say your pension, say 40 grand every 6 months, so 80 grand a year, or whatever. You're going to spend over the course of 20 years, you're going to spend half your pension on property taxes in that godforsaken, you know what?
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, I said, I never got a real pension per se. It's always been 401k. The only one company I worked for offered pension, but I didn't have enough years in to get a good amount. So everything that I have, I started saving for 401k back in '84. So 40 years ago, I started saving. So it's just, it's got like anything else. It's about the healthcare, not about the pension. About healthcare.
No, I know.
So, one hospitalization will ruin you. So, but like I said,
yes.
My wife's dream would be to be a grandma, and stay home with a granddaughter, or grandson. But we'll see what happens. My daughter, she had the cancer when she was younger, and we don't know if she'll be able to even have kids. And hopefully she will, But she said, let God decide. So that's what we'll do. That's all. Not gonna
yeah, hey, she might adopt. She could, you never know.
Hey, Arch, Dilly, Arch, what's going on? But yeah, so excited. We'll let God decide. That's all. There's the link if you want to come up, Arch. I don't know if you're in the middle of anything. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. I got laundry in. I was going to do it while the dryer's on. Arch, do you watch Sick Week? I know you're into the drag racing and stuff a little bit. I love watching that stuff. They call it drag and drive, where you actually have to drive like 200, 300, 400 miles each day from track to track with your race car and then race. So it's kind of cool. But it's interesting. It's called Sick Week. I love watching it every year. But Control V. Boom. Oh yeah, Cletus, absolutely, Bloodbath. Cletus McFarland. Absolutely. And I tell you, he's testament to big YouTube channels and making good money and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Sparky, what's going on, buddy? Happy birthday. Hope you had a good one. But yeah, so I haven't seen you in a while. Spark, hope all is well with you and Joe. I haven't seen you or Scotty or anybody in a while. Just crazy. Work has been crazy for me. I've had contractors in, and I had a couple guys in from Italy for the past 2 weeks working on a machine. I got more people coming from Canada and from Italy to work on machines, and I got to get all their paperwork straightened out, and a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I look forward to having this Friday off every other week. You know, just to mellow out, if nothing else. You know, even if it's just to sit down and watch the tube and do some YouTube and stuff like that, just to chill out. Oh, Noel's going. See you, Noel. Have a good one. Stay warm.
Yeah, this is just a slow week. They're doing there wasn't enough, but they didn't have enough mail to ship.
Oh, really? Yeah. Do you see it? You see mail getting smaller and smaller lately, or what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the price of a stamp nowadays? I haven't bought stamps in a while. I know it went up again, didn't it? Isn't it like?
Oh
60
yeah.
cents? It's like it's almost, was it 60 cents to mail a letter? Let's see.
Yeah.
Gosh, I remember when it was 8 cents. My gosh. Let's see. U.S. first class stamp. Let's see what it says. First class mail. Wow, 68 cents. Holy cow.
Well, if they got paid guys like me.
Yeah, but I hear now, remember the post office used to bitch and moan and we're losing. Now I hear they're making money because they're helping out Amazon and all these other places deliver shit.
They're still in the bet, but they're still losing.
Yeah.
I mean, these are my daily shipping rates. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, enjoy, Sparky. Hope you enjoy. Have a good time.
I mean, I get paid just over $1,000 a day, but they don't understand that grand. That seems like a lot, but it ain't. Not when you consider that's got to pay for the truck repairs, got to pay for truck insurance, got to pay. Most of that money goes into a maintenance account.
Mm. Well, like all my friends that are landscapers here, they're actually working on their savings for the past 8 months because, you know, with no snow, there's nothing to plow. And, you know, so what they try and do is get, you know, odd jobs in the winter, especially weather like this. They're installing fence posts and, you know, as long as the ground isn't hard, you know, they could do side jobs and, you know, but most of them try and save enough to make it through the 3 or 4 months of winter so they don't have to do anything, you know. But the good ones are the ones that have winter contracts with like hospitals and malls and things like that. They get paid regardless. So those are the ones that make out because a year like now, they're making out like crazy. But a year when there's 10 snowstorms, they're losing money. So it averages out, I guess, over time.
They like you watch it. I watch that one guy. What's his name? Oh, Spencer Lawn Care.
Yeah, but their Spencer has diversified though. They do the lawns, they do leaves, they do snow, they do storage, rental units, and things.
Yeah, but they also manufacture stuff that shoe cover.
What is it?
They don't manufacture that Spencer Products. They called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you type in Spencer Products, they do a lawn. They make a mulching plug for their lawnmowers.
They
sell them.
Mike, what's the joke? Share.
John Clown keeps texting me.
Why does he come up?
You know how he is, Kenny.
Why does he come up? Why is he being discreet? The link's right there.
I know. Get up here, John. If you're gonna give me crap,
I'm gonna go. John, wait. I'll get him up. John, literally, I'm gonna sign off in about 5 minutes. So why don't you come up? Because that's your MO. You'll sign on for 38 seconds. So come on up.
Come on, John. You're sitting there giving me a hard time. You better get up here. Yeah. You dog.
There you go. Mr. Olson, how you doing? I got to return your thing to you. I just been busy as hell lately. Hope all is well. It's funny. Every time I look at Matt Olson lately, it's Facebook at some restaurant eating and drinking very good food.
But some of those tools that you recommend, Kenny, are pretty good. Yeah. I like the spark tester. Thank you for recommending that.
Oh, the one that Spark Check R, they call it, that one. I love that thing because it stays lit.
I did. I got one.
Yeah, I love it. In fact, the first time I used it, my customer was like, holy crap, he had me buy him one because he's got like 6 or 8 Kawasaki powered walk behinds. And usually on Kawasaki V-twins, the right-hand cylinder coil always goes bad, you know? And he's like, how'd you know
the other tester too? What was the other tester that I got? I had to get it from Emmerich's.
Oh, the TAC, you mean? The TAC, the DTI.
TAC. I got that. I had to get that one from them too.
Yeah, I like that TAC.
And they're really nice people.
You could buy the cheaper ones and all that, but I like that TAC. It just seems to be a little heavier duty. But you got to use the leads, though. You got to wrap the wire around. It's a more consistent reading, you know. Yeah,
but those people at Emmerich are good. If you guys want one,
Amex.
Talk to them. They're really nice people.
Yeah. Yep. Amex. They call it Amex Superstore. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they're really good. But yeah. Come on, John. Fess up. Come on up.
Come on, John. He called me a snitch, Kenny.
Well, Lisa must be real busy now that she's the coroner. So,
you know what building that is way in the background, Ken?
Hold on. What do you got? What is this guy?
That's Sikorsky.
Oh, the old not Horsehead. What's the other?
Big Flats.
What is it?
The factory they closed up in New York.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of it. What the hell was the name of that one?
Schweitzer Aircraft.
Oh, Schweitzer. Okay, yeah, Schweitzer. Yep.
That's the old Schweitzer Aircraft.
Yeah. Well, we didn't close it. Lockheed closed it.
Well, you know what I mean, but
I know
the company.
Yeah. Well, they moved it all to, I believe it's Pennsylvania now. All that stuff went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but you know it's sad. They they still own that the county owns that building now, and they still have to pay They still have to pay taxes on it. I can't remember until 2045.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yep.
Because they built the building for them, and then they abandoned it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like I said, my company and my corporate, the one that owns us, they own so much real estate in the country and the world, actually. You know what I mean? So, they're just trying to diversify to, you got to be where there's good labor, where there's low taxes.
Well, they're trying to tear the building down because they claim they own it, and they're fighting the county. They want to tear it down so they can lower their taxes, but we're not going to let them tear down a 5-year-old building.
Wow. Yeah. I've never been to that one. I know we had a couple in New York State. Yeah.
I'm going to mute you, John Kelm. I'm going to mute you.
Hey, what's going on now? Yeah, everyone's saying hi to John. Come on up, John. Literally, I got about 2 minutes
left. Come on, John. You're giving me crap. You better get up here.
Come on up for the last 2 minutes, John, just so we can see your mug.
Come on, John.
Literally, I'm just a couple minutes. I got to go.
Who are you arguing with, John Clem?
Yeah, he's texting him.
Yeah, he's texting me and giving me a hard time.
Come on up, cousin John.
See? Come on, John.
That's a standing joke. I said I had a grandpa who used to be a truck driver, and he was a gigolo, and he was from Mississippi originally. I said, "Well, Dan, John, you can be my relative."
Oh, my side.
So
I
call him cousin John.
Sounds like you two.
Oh, Scott, that's great.
I call him cousin John. It's a joke.
But that's good, Scott. That was good.
We call him cousin. I call him cousin John.
All right, William. Take care, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. We'll be on tomorrow.
Yep, later, William.
We'll be on tomorrow.
He says he'll be up in a second.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, as soon as he
comes I can't say what he just texted me now.
Just to say his hellos, but I heard my dryer go off, so I got to go do my clothes before they wrinkle.
Oh, I hate doing laundry. My wife got me on patrol too, Kenny.
Once a year. I mean, once a year. Once a week. It's not too bad. Like I said, I wear, like I said, the slacks and the polo shirt, the underwear and the socks. That's it. 4 times 4 or 5 days and one load and it's gone. So no big deal. Off to Harbor trailer lights. Yeah, but you doing the LED, Dave? I like their LED lights. They're pretty good.
Oh, they're good. I like those.
Yep. You know what I've been using though too? The connectors that have the built-in like gel inside of them. So when you shrink it, it has like the gel inside, the grease, so it stays waterproof.
Oh, those
Yeah.
Slide.
Yeah. Wait, John, wait a minute. John, what the hell happened to your face? Holy shit.
He shaved. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Who the hell is that? My
Yeah.
God.
Look at that big chin. Oh my God.
Wait, I thought I know. I thought that was beard. That's chin.
That's,
Wait, Scott, remember,
Which one?
Scott, remember Turkey Neck in the diner?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yep. Hell, I
Don't
got
worry,
more than he
John.
does.
I got one too. Don't worry.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
How's
Hey.
Lisa looking out with the new job?
Very busy.
Yeah.
Very busy.
I will now. Hey, you know, John, you look kind of like that one guy on America's Most Wanted now,
Which one?
huh?
Well, it's funny,
The
John.
pedophile.
You look more
Mike.
like your you look more like your police officer photos when you show the police photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little younger back then, though.
Yeah. Beard.
I can't picture John as a cop. He looks like a pushover.
Oh, yeah. I was a pushover. Right.
I can just see John. What you doing there, boy?
I can picture John be the type. Here's what I would do. If John pulled me over and he'd say, first thing I'd say, what did he pull me over for? And he said, well, we'll get to that. No, you got to have a reasonable suspicious activity why I'm being pulled over. What am I being pulled over?
But John, did you ever see that though in your last years? People like would question why you pulled them over and break your balls or what?
Not too much.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of that on YouTube for the past 4 years, and I'm like, I'm glad I got out when I did. I've been beat somebody's brains out.
Yeah. It's funny. There's a couple channels on there where the guy's actually quoting the Constitution and other things.
Oh yeah.
And finally, if I was a cop, I would just be like, get the hell out of here, you know?
Or what? I'll tell you what pisses me off is when I know they're right and it's everybody's right.
Yeah.
Especially in certain states, but when they strap a AR-15 over their shoulder and walk in Walmart to go shopping.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they
Where the hell's
record
that
everything
allowed? Where's that
when
allowed?
people call the lots of states they can do it here if they want to.
Really? Holy shit.
But they do it just to get a rise out of people and get the police to show up and then
Rise. I get
and
the
do
hell
a
out of
video on how the police treated them.
Wow.
There's good cops and there's bad cops. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
wouldn't happen.
just like
here.
good truck drivers and bad truck drivers.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, there's some of them can't be. Some of them can't be a cop. Some of them can't be perfect like me. What can I say? You know.
This is true. Yes.
Wow.
I was
Hey,
just thinking that, Scott.
I got 3.5 million miles under my belt with no accidents. I'm a good driver.
Excellent.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, don't say it too loud.
I just talked to a friend of mine the other day, and he was saying how he went out in the rain last weekend with his kids in a minivan, and he's trying to show his son. His son just got his learner's permit. So he's trying to show his son. Some lady literally in front of him locks him up and goes 90 degrees. So he swerves to avoid her, and the guy in back of him tags him and destroys it. And it's like he's trying to tell the kid how to be a good driver, and they get in a massive accident, destroy the van.
Dang.
Yeah.
But my son is a good cop too, though. He is. He's a good one.
Still a cop?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's,
I mean,
no.
I had a.
There's far more good ones out there than there are bad ones. All you do is hear about the bad ones.
It depends on the. It depends. I agree, but I disagree. It depends on the city. Like my area, we have some real jewels here.
Yeah, I got the 18 millimeter, but then when I went to go do the rear brakes last weekend, that took a 21. So but I'm glad I have the 18. Definitely glad. It's funny. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Kenny, Harbor Freight has it." Not my Harbor Freight. When I walked in there, every set that they had didn't have the 18. You go online and it says, "Oh yeah, this Harbor Freight has it," and you click on the store. It ain't what they had at the store. I walked in there; they didn't have that kit. You know. So, anywho, I was asking about your face.
Nah, I see it. I'm typing him back. Me and my special ed typing. Click, 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 click. Yeah,
he lost the flavor saver, so he's all.
Yeah. Al was messing with me earlier, and I said something, and he said he's going to send his wife over to kick my butt.
Well, you know what it was? You get older, and then your wife's like, "Let's spice it up in the bedroom. I'm going to have you shave." And no, she didn't mean that.
Don't worry, that wasn't the case.
Hey, Brock.
Hey, Brock.
How are you?
What's going on? I got to send you the stickers, Brock. Do me a favor, because I know I probably lost it again. Email me your address, and then I'll send you a few.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, Brock.
Every time you do a video, I'm like, "Where the
Go,
hell's
brother.
Hey, bro.
you know?
Yeah, what happened to your face, John?
My gosh. Was it that
Oh,
noticeable?
Yeah, but John,
I
is
know
it,
what happened.
but wait a minute. Is it gone, or is it just you still got? It looks like you still
Okay,
got.
I see it now. Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah.
shaved it all the way off, and I'm growing it back now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes you got to do
Oh,
that.
oh.
Though. It gets a little wild.
See, right now,
John,
it just matches my head.
Did you do like what we did when we were kids?
Me too.
When we're first able to grow a beard, and then we shave. We do the Orange County Chopper, then we do the Hitler, and then
Yeah.
we do all the different faces.
Yeah, that's just it. He's going to a costume party and want to dress as Hitler, so he'd shave his
Oh,
beard.
yeah, we do all the different faces, then you take it all off.
No, sometimes when you do grow out a beard, you got to shave it all off and then start all over. It kind of does a little bit better each time, actually.
I could shave tomorrow and have a beard by Sunday.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got
me
5 o'clock
too.
shadow at 2 p.m.
Yeah, right.
Thinking about growing my ear hair out and combing it over.
My son has a beard like down to here and like it's like huge, and it looks
But
like.
don't you do that too, Kenny?
What's that?
When you shave, and then all of a sudden you grow a beard again.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, for a while there I was, but I'll be honest with you. I like a beard in the winter, but in the summer, and I'll be honest, I love the beard. Don't get me wrong, but I like eating soup, and it gets in the damn beard. It sounds weird, but I like chowders and soups, and it always gets in there, and I can't stand it.
Come on up, Klaus.
Close.
Just a minute, Ken. You don't like crunchy granola beard.
Uh-oh, there's Klaus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's what made me shave it the last time was I was eating some chowder and it got in there and it hardened up and I'm like, what the hell is this? And I was like, screw it. I went in there and boom, just took it off. You know. But it takes me I can grow one probably in 2 weeks.
That's
It would
it,
be about
Randy.
2 weeks for me. I'm not like Scott that grows in about an hour and a half. No.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I
So
shaved 2
it's
days
like
ago.
If I
Leave
see
it.
anyone, and then all of a sudden Kenny has a beard, it's like, Jesus Christ, how'd Kenny grow a beard so fast?
Yeah, like I said, about 2 weeks.
Hey, Hey, Ken, they got your favorite de-icer on sale for 99 cents at Walmart.
99.
Wow.
Is that a
99 cents.
gallon? Yeah, but you know what's funny though,
Yeah.
Scott? Someone told me though the video that I did on that, where I put the gallon jug into the squirt bottles, they say the stuff that de-icer in the squirt bottle and in the aerosol is not the same as in the gallon jug. They say there's a chemical difference or something, and I don't know. It works good for me. I put it in the washer bottle in my truck. You know, I like
I don't
it.
think I've ever
It
even
is
used the
different.
before.
Is it?
It is different.
Well, no, remember the bottle's yellow too. It's a yellow plastic in the bottle. But the thing is, the chemicals, if you look at the ingredients, there's supposedly something different about the squirt bottle.
Well, I got one of each here. I'll look.
Yeah, because I don't know. To me, it works either way. But
I'll be back.
I would say so much for ending after an hour. Where am I in the chat? Hold on.
I hate to tell you, it's the exact same ingredients.
Really?
both contain
Chemicals,
menthol.
everything?
Yep, contains this one. The spray is menthol 6756-1 and ethanol glycol 10721. This is the exact same ingredients in both.
Interesting. I wonder if it's different in the well, it'll definitely be different in the aerosol bottle because you have the aerosol. You know, the aerosol.
Yep. But
whatever
this is the pump.
the
This is the
yeah.
pump.
But you know what I found though too on those pump bottles when it's like 0 out, they don't pump too well.
No.
Mm. Yeah, it's
No,
the alcohol. There's like an alcohol and like an glycol in it as well. The only thing, the glycol tends to be a little greasy on the windshield.
Yep, it is.
Yeah. It works though.
But I carry both. You know what I mean? You're gonna laugh. But you know what I use when it's real bad?
What is that?
Starting fluid.
Oh yeah, that's because that's ether. Right?
No. This will. I use this on the window when it's frozen over.
No, but I'm saying ether though. It's ether. Yeah.
Yeah, I use it to defrost the windshield.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because it acts like alcohol. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I had one of my buddies the other day. Oh my God. It was cold one day. It was around 22 in the morning. And he said he was going to do it. He lost, where is he? He ends up, he wanted to do his wife a favor and defrost her windshield. So what's he do? He goes out there with the tea kettle, right? Crack the windshield. So
And we're prepared. And we're prepared in case it blows up.
Yeah, helping out his wife cost him $350. Yeah, people realize, put hot water on the windshield. No.
Mm-mm.
Where do you think this is made?
What's that? The
fire extinguisher.
Up by you?
Mexico.
Oh, get out. Yeah.
This thing's 10 years old. I think I need a new one.
I usually replace mine every probably 5 years. Fire extinguishers.
It's 10 years old. I'll use it till it's dead.
Yeah, but does it still show green in the gauge?
Yeah. Yep. Still shows full. It's never been open.
Yeah, the glycol does help, but it leaves that greasy, and it's the winch. You can tell because you see the multicolored streaks when you're in your window. It looks like grease. You know?
Yep.
Where's Klaus? I thought Klaus was coming up. Virgil, shut up.
Yeah, I'm yelling at my dog too.
He thinks it's 3 o'clock. It's only 2 o'clock.
No.
Brock, what part of Michigan are you from?
What's that?
Was that?
What part of Michigan are you from?
I'm from Detroit, but I live up north.
Up closer to the UP?
Yep.
Okay.
About 3 hours away from Detroit.
I heard though that Detroit's making like a rebirth. They're redoing a lot of it. Is that true?
What is it?
They're like remaking Detroit now with the commercial zones, and residential zones, and things like that.
Yeah, they're trying.
The best thing Detroit could ever do is just catch on fire, burn down, start over.
Well, you look at the historical buildings, though. There's so much history down there.
Yeah, and 3/4 of them are falling apart.
Yeah.
Believe I've been to Detroit. I'm a truck driver. It's a big ghetto.
Yeah.
I've only been to Saginaw and Bay City.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny? You know why Detroit's the safest, biggest city there is? Because 3/4 of the people got smart and ran.
Well, you know what? It was weird when I did work up there in Saginaw and Bay City. By 5 o'clock, it was like the city shut down. Yeah. It was like everything was shut down. There was nothing was open. It's like the city shut down at like 5:30 at night. It was weird.
You said Bay City?
Bay City and Saginaw. I did
Saginaw. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about 2 hours from me.
Sure enough, Dan.
Yeah, Bay City. It was an engine plant we were at.
Yeah. Shitty builders.
Yeah.
The worst city the biggest small city I should say I ever went to was Carroll, Illinois. There ain't much left there.
Yeah, that.
There you go, Arch.
Carroll,
RoboCop.
which there's like it used to have like 20,000, 30,000 people. Now it's got less than 3,000. There's so many empty buildings there. It looks like it's abandoned ghost town.
Yeah.
I like that Dan Solo. He's funny.
Yeah.
Virgil, it's not 3 o'clock yet. Shut up.
Yeah, my dog wants to go out for the 40th time today. It's a mud hole out there. So she comes in.
That cat sounds like you.
What she does is jump on the couch,
Yeah. No, he 3 o'clock. I thought he used to tell time because 3 o'clock on the dot, he would start meowing like it's time to eat.
Cats have a very good clock.
Yeah, my wife will walk in around 3-ish by the time school's over. But when I'm home, the day I'm home, he's all screwed up because it's like, what are you doing here? Not time yet, buddy. Not yet.
Are you from Michigan, Derek?
Mike, you're not Michigan, right? No, you're Indiana.
Northeast Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, Indiana? Well, neighbors.
Was Klaus just bullshitting us, or is he coming up?
I don't know.
Come on, Klaus. We
Klaus
got
don't know
John
how to
up
bullshit.
here. Now, come on, Klaus.
Klaus ain't a bullshitter. He might be something else, but he ain't a bullshitter.
We might have an oil question or something for him.
There you go.
Did you see that quad I was working on? Anybody?
I haven't watched it yet. I plan to.
How bad the cylinder and everything was?
Mm-mm.
But yeah, Brock, you ever watch Two Vintage?
Oh yeah, man, I really like that guy's show.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's
Yeah, yeah, I really like that guy's show. Yeah.
There you go, John.
I see.
Klaus, where the hell are you?
I like Al too. He's funny too.
I want to sign off,
Yeah.
Klaus. But you got to come up and say hello first.
Nice treasure. Yeah.
Calm down, Dan.
Yeah, Klaus, or you could do a video on your Secret Santa.
Thanks, Ken.
I had to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Who's your
One of the guys emailed me last night saying, "Oh, you gave me someone overseas. It's more than a goddamn gift to ship it."
Thought the count.
Well, no, the thing was, I told that person to use Amazon in that person's country, and they did, and it was still crazy shipping fees. I was like, wow. I was surprised. Yeah.
Mine wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
No.
But I was telling everybody, you got a choice. You can either make a little video on your channel when you get your gift, or if you want, send a little clip to me, and I'll do it on the Saturday stream. Either way.
The gift that you receive?
Yeah, when you receive it, and then once you receive it, hopefully the person who sent it will be in the stream and say, I sent it, or whatever.
I'm curious to see who I got.
I already sent it to you, didn't I? What do you mean, Sure I did. I sent it to you last week.
No. I've already sent mine out. I'm talking about receiving.
Oh, yeah, let me look. I'm not going to say it, but let me look and see
Yeah.
who got you. Let's see.
I think that was a really good idea, Ken. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the person who got you. He doesn't have a channel, but he's always on with us, and I haven't seen him in a while. Interesting. Yeah, I'd be curious as to what he does. Yeah. Okay. It's someone we all know and love, but we haven't seen him in a while.
I got you.
So.
Now, yeah, I sent the Secret Santa gift out, and it got there like the next day. I'm like, how come when I order parts, I can't get, back, to me, that fast?
I know. I order.
I'll be back.
I'll
Hold
push you
on.
out of the distribution office.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
exactly
I've done Amazon. I've gotten same day. It depends on what warehouse it's in. Yeah.
Oh, look, chicken's going to run off now.
Well,
Bye, Klaus.
I see it, Klaus. I live in a small town, so just getting stuff in is brutal.
Does that say take care all or take care oil?
Now, when I used to live, in the city, I get it pretty quick. Like right now, I'm waiting on a.
Oh shit! Hey, how long you been there, Hank? I didn't see it. I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Hank's been hanging out.
Yeah, I come in from outside and I said, was I out there that long? It's already Saturday?
Yep, it's Saturday.
I put the laundry into dry, and I said, all right, I got 45 minutes to kill, and I've been on for an hour and a half already.
Yep. I put a load of towels in just now.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
What's it doing up your way?
Good, big dog. How are you?
It's wet and miserable here.
Who is that? Who is that?
Oh, shit.
Sounds like a guy.
Who is it?
Oh,
Hey, John could play a monk. There you go. He could play monk.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was a good
Your
show.
head's already bald. Just shave off the mustache. You can play a monk. Oh,
Mr.
Yeah.
Jones.
I won't tell you what you can play, Scott.
does it be? Let me guess. Does that begin with an A and end with an S?
It very well could be.
Well, thank you very much. That's Mister to you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Just
When I see Mr. Clem with that face, I just think of one guy.
Oh Lord. Well,
Correct.
as a matter of fact,
No, seriously.
when Shrek came out,
Yeah.
the uniform I wore, the pants were dark green, the shirt was tan,
Oh,
and
okay.
it had green accents on it, and
Is that
everybody
Dirt
called me
Rider?
Shrek.
Is that Dirt Rider? Dirt Rider.
Yeah, Mike's here.
Wow, nice.
He's frozen though. You there? Oh, he's outside. Yeah.
Walk back in the garage, you're frozen up.
Must be cold out there. He's frozen.
What is his?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at his channel real quick.
Which
Oh,
one?
we lost him. Anywho, what do you got going on the weekend, John? Anything?
No, it's still kind of cool, so I don't work out in the shop too much when it's cold. There's no heat out there.
When's the next cruise? You got one planned?
Oh, no, not really.
No.
She's devoting this first year to nothing but getting the office straightened out.
Yeah. Any repercussions from the loser?
No,
No.
nothing yet.
That's good.
Nothing yet.
No.
Wait till the
I'm
barn.
I'm going on a cruise again in April.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Down south?
Of course. Where else? You think I'm gonna hang
your
out
si-
up here?
Your sister? Yeah.
Yeah, she bought me an Easter cruise this time.
What'd she do? Or is she married to money?
She's married to a gynecologist.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
You're not doing an internship, Scott?
I used to tell my wife, "You going to the groinecologist?"
Do the job shadow with him.
No, I'm not playing a pervert.
Now, is she younger or older, Scott?
She's younger than me, and a hell of a lot younger. My sister's 52, and her husband's 68.
Wow.
But she said I didn't marry him for the money.
But did they get married later in life? Or
I married him for the visits.
Yeah.
No,
Save the deduction.
she married. I mean, her first husband was a real butthole. Her first husband was a New York State trooper.
No.
And he was one of those cops that I always said that was a prick, because he tattooed his badge on his chest, so he'd walk around and he polished the thing and walk around even on his days off with his badge on his t-shirt like he was a god. It didn't work out so well. He hit my sister once, and I went up and took a swing at me. He said, and then he tried to have me arrested for assaulting a police officer. I said, "You hit my sister. I don't care if you got a badge or not."
You're so vicious, Scott.
Hey, I don't care. She was married to him. He hit her once, and that was it. I kicked the out of him. I am vicious.
Yeah,
Just messing. Calm down.
that's a nice shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's got a real nice place.
Yeah.
Oop.
Oh, look, you can see grass even, eh?
Yeah, look at that. I'd kill for a shot. That shot's bigger than my house.
Man.
I would
your house ain't that small.
Just to have the land, though. I'd love to have a flat piece of property.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to build next, is a nice place like that. Yeah.
Especially with a high ceiling, put a lift in it or something.
Yep, put a lift in there, yeah. I looked at a house before I bought this one, and it had a pole barn, and it had a lift already in it and everything. And I was in there with the realtor, and I swear there was these raccoons that were running in the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
I said, well, how long has this place been vacant?
Yeah.
They're like 4 years. I'm like, well, there's something's got to be wrong. So then I asked for an inspection, and they went and do it. So I backed out of that deal.
Yeah, got to be something to hide.
You couldn't afford the taxes, Ken, on a shop like that in Connecticut or New York.
Yeah, not in my area. No.
You'd have to cut off your left testicle and hand it to them.
That's it.
Oh, whoa.
Mm.
That's not.
All
fun.
right, it's over. It's over an hour and a half. I got to go do laundry. I'm going to end it. But you guys, if you want to stay here and converse with yourselves, you can because it'll still be valid. But anyone out in the chat, I'm going to lose you in a minute because I got to go finish my laundry. So I'll say
Yeah, I
goodbye
need
to
to.
everybody now. And tomorrow, 2:00, we'll be back.
I got to run too. Y'all be good. Everybody have a good evening.
All right, we'll catch y'all later.
You're
Bye.
a good wife.